Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for November the 6th, 2024. I am Mom. And hello, Chris. And hello, Tess.
Good morning, Mom.
Guten Morgen, wie geht's?
What?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thanks. The only language I can speak with any semblance of not thinking about. I know that sounds weird, but you get to a point with some languages and you can just speak them. Good morning, Rachel. And you don't think about it. And because my sister started studying in German when she was like in high school, everybody in the house knows at least a little bit of German. Not a lot, but a little bit. I was trying to get to that level with my Danish, and then life kind of happened, so I dropped my Danish courses a year ago. I need to pick them back up so I can go over, visit Pi, and order. I got to the point where I could order cake, beer, and cheese. And I see we have Musin with us. It's the Musin song. Good morning, Musin.
Good morning.
Wow, everybody's out for the party today. For some reason, the dogs insisted we get up at 4:19 this morning because they wanted breakfast.
Are you sure everybody's out for the party and having a good time? Because I heard different.
Well, we're not going to go there, so we're just not going to go there. Whatever it is, it's going to be 4 years if somebody's not happy around here.
That's par for the course.
Yeah, it is par for the course. The good news is it can't be more than 4 years. So, hey, phew. Then we'll have 4 years after that if somebody else isn't happy. But that's a different story. And maybe in 4 years we'll learn how to come up with a candidate who's halfway qualified. And that's all we're going to talk about, politics. None of that politics stuff. Pi reminded me, nope, we are not a political channel. So we're not going to go there. If anybody wants to talk politics, you're welcome to go off channel and use any of the rooms there and have fun.
Have you had your election?
So I'm told, yeah. It was yesterday. Chris says that's what they said in Russia, and then he changed the Constitution to remain in power forever. Okay, this isn't politics, this is constitutional law. Changing the Constitution here is tough. It's really tough. Originally, though, the president could serve unlimited terms up until we had Roosevelt, who I think served 4 terms. And as soon as he died, they're like, nope, we're not doing that again.
I think we have some really old, silly rules.
Oh, we have old, silly rules, too, but...
They are still there, but they are completely ignored.
Yeah. If I remember right, and it's been a long time, to change anything in the Constitution, first you have to propose a constitutional amendment, and there's a whole process for that. And after that, it has to get ratified individually by the state. So each state puts it through whatever their internal process is. So let's say it's the state and the Congress, and then it goes to a popular vote, and it has to be, I think, 67% of the states, and I could be way off on those numbers. And good morning, Graz. Good morning, Stargate Wars. Chris is sad because he gambled for Lamar and didn't win. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, everybody's awake this morning. Did the dogs all wake you guys up too? Did you feed them? My dogs are like, come on, it's 4 o'clock. We need breakfast, because they're still on old time, which is 5 o'clock.
Who won?
I don't know if they have a decision yet.
Oh.
Yeah, since it goes by electoral seats, that takes a longer time to do. Let's see. Apparently it's Trump.
Oh.
Squeaked it out too, by about 4% of the population. But he got it in the Electoral College. Though, that said, I don't think... there's 4 states undecided, but I don't think they have the electoral votes to pull it off.
No.
Yeah,
it's already 279 for him.
Okay, and the last I'm seeing here is 277, so...
Yeah.
And it's 270 makes it.
Yeah.
How many presidents have gotten a second term over at your place?
And in 2025, the US gets pretty much treated like a terrorist nation by the rest of the world.
Okay, we're not going to go there, guys. We're just not going to do politics. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
But tentatively speaking, the 4 states that have not said anything would not give Harris enough.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard. Sigh.
My concern is more of Ukraine at this point because of that.
Yeah. Let's not go there today, guys. Let's just play our Star Trek Online, and we can take this conversation off channel because we're just not going to go there. And I have very, very strong opinions and concerns, and maybe I'm going to go move in with Pi in Denmark. We will see. Pi doesn't know this yet. All right, what are we doing today besides not talking politics?
Starbase 1.
Oh, Starbase 1, sure, no problem. Hang on, let me put some toys on the ship. I just need a little kinetic damage. Not that I've got a lot of kinetic damage here. What do I need? I need 150,000. Yeah, maybe one more. Oh, that's already on. Alrighty, who's up for little Starbase 1 besides Taz, since he mentioned it? Graz, Musin, Stargate Wars, anybody up for Starbase 1?
Give me a moment here. I'm
Okay.
only getting a bit game.
Chris, you up for Starbase 1? Yeah, it came over my phone. Haven't you heard me this morning, Pi, going, we're not talking politics, we're not talking politics, we're not talking politics? Unless there was another message. Let me go check.
You can keep repeating that, but I'm betting there's going to be the next one that comes in and is going to be like, have you heard?
Yeah, well, we're just going to keep saying we're not talking politics. Good morning, Sav.
Stop people from, like, wanting to get their 2 cents in.
Yeah, but I got a button, I can mute them.
That's true.
Though, honestly, people who come in here. Pin a message?
Yeah, pin a message to the channel on Twitch that'll say on top, no politics.
No.
No, that's just gonna encourage people or trolls to do more politics.
Well, Pi has sent out a message to everyone. Okay.
Who is everyone? I'm not included? What message?
I respect you, Taz. I assume that you will understand that we're not going to talk politics. And it's on Discord too, so yeah, no, we're not going there today. We're not going there. But you guys, if you want to talk, there's plenty of channels here. Feel free to take it into a private room and go for it.
We're on Discord. I can't see any highlighted channel.
Stargate Wars, do you want to join us for a little,
If you give me a minute, I'm gonna
Sure.
switch characters
Okie-dokie.
first.
I think I know how it went. I just saw a Norwegian YouTuber post a video, and the thumbnail is him and his friend smiling from across the entire thumbnail.
Pi, can I come live with you?
So I think I know what has happened.
Actually, no, I can move to Sweden. I can move back to Sweden. Okay, then I can still visit Pi, because I'll just be across the bridge.
Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. That's like those
Oh.
countries are so close to each other.
I know.
It's closer to travel from the edge of Norway to Denmark, or the edge of Sweden to Denmark, or the edge of Norway to Sweden, than it is to travel inwards in either of the countries.
So the last few times I've been to Sweden, I fly into Denmark, and my cousin drives over. That just kills me. He drives over from Sweden to pick us up. It's just that's so wrong. That's an oceany thing there. We don't even drive over lakes. We drive around lakes.
We have good engineering and giant bridges.
Yes, you do, and yes, you do. All right, we got us a team. Is that the tune you want there, Stargate Wars?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll do it in a private party here, so... do we want regular, extra crispy, or Nashville hot?
Extra hot.
Nashville hot?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't remember what tonight's is. I looked it up yesterday. Fridays is E-Post. Tonight is something... bleh.
Listen up. The war has
I think I have experienced my first proper bodily panic attack.
Oh, really?
It have happened a couple of days after I stopped doing my endeavors, because I think I'm physically reacting to it.
It is a habit.
I had this happening when I was sitting still and doing something really, really relaxing that wasn't even taxing a finger, and suddenly I could hear my own pulse in my own ears.
That's not always a good thing.
And it got higher and higher until it sounded like giant drum beats, and I'm like,
That's not
This is
necessarily a
kinda
good
special.
thing.
but I don't want to brag or anything, but the ADHD keeps me in exceptionally good physical state.
Well, that's good.
So for me, it was like, I can't remember ever exerting myself so hard that my pulse was this high.
Wow.
I was sitting there like, is my head gonna just pop off now, or...
That's not a good thing when your head pops off.
No, I wasn't angry. I wasn't. I was in the most tranquil state of mind I could possibly be. I was just sitting there, and then my body was starting to race. Like, yeah, as I said, I've never experienced having that high of a pulse ever, and it lasted for like, I think, 15 to 20 minutes.
I'm not gonna get overly alarmed about that, but that is actually something you might want to check with your doctor if you get a chance, especially if it happens
Yeah.
again.
Okay. But since it's only that one-time occurrence, I'm gonna chug it to my body reacting to not doing endeavors anymore.
It could be anything that triggers it, but if it happens more than once, there's a number of things that could be triggering it. Not all of them are horrible, and almost all of them are treatable.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep an eye on it.
But it,
And it doesn't matter if you're in good health for some of them.
Yeah.
the fascinating part to me is how loud it was.
That's really scary.
It felt like insane wall drums going off in my ear. It's like, wow, can blood sound like this?
Yeah, it can.
Whoa.
Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those. If it happens again, definitely.
Check it out, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that could be
raiders and battle cruisers.
sign of high blood pressure.
Yeah, also ventricular tachycardia, things like that.
Yeah. So.
Almost all of which can be treated pretty easily.
Yes, but honestly, I've suffered from high blood pressure at one point where the numbers were, oh shit, moment
Yeah.
high. And
Okay, so this might be my first encounter with high blood pressure because
but possibly
I've never experienced it before.
May I?
As I said,
here's-
even while running at max force,
now, and the thing,
it doesn't even come close. I can feel my pulse, but I can't hear it like drum beats in my ear.
here's the thing: even healthy people, normally physically fit people, could theoretically have high blood pressure and it appears out of nowhere.
Yeah. Can I ask a real quick
Okay,
question?
okay.
Are you over 40?
Yeah, I just turned 43.
Yeah. Then absolutely, that's an age when you're starting to have that potential for just having high increasing blood pressure, just because the flexibility of the blood vessel walls is losing it. It gets a little bit more rigid.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's a normal part of aging, even if you're fit, especially if there's any family tendency. And really quick, Sav, I'm sorry that your back hurts. And good morning. And back to talking about your high blood pressure. Yeah, go check it out.
yep.
Yeah,
Yes, I really do.
it could be a simple item to fix, or it could be just, theoretically that could be just a one-off episode.
Yep.
Mhm.
And nothing's wrong.
I'm hoping it will be a one-off
Yeah.
episode.
God willing, that was just a one. But then again, it could also at the same time be a first episode of first sign of something.
The nice thing is, if it is high blood pressure, and one, at least here, the meds are dirt cheap.
Prepare for the next assault.
Minor side effects. For the one I was taking for years, the side effect was a slight cough. I think I can live with that one. But the funny part is that I started working out a lot, and it was getting to the point where every time I'd stand up from lifting weights, I'd almost pass out, and finally went to the doctor, and he's like, well, stop taking the blood pressure meds, jeez.
Ah, okay.
Like, but he goes, yeah, well, if that's the side effect you're getting, it's clear you probably don't need it. Let's take a look at this.
I'm very anti-medication kind of guy because they tried putting me on Ritalin when I was like 6. And ever since I've been like, if I can't fix it myself,
That's always
Then
the
I just go for that.
preferred
Well, I-
way, Taz, but here's the thing. If you don't take blood pressure corrective activities, you have the option of stroking out and dying.
Relationship is Lord.
ah,
Yeah,
Yeah, not what you want. Not what anyone wants for you.
yeah.
I'm too young to experience that, and
No,
I've been
you're
living
not.
a too active life too.
It doesn't work that way.
It's like I can still fit in my pants from when I was 16.
That's all well and good. So go to the doctor, have them check your blood pressure. Maybe your blood pressure is absolutely fine, and you had one transient attack of something, and it wasn't even what you think it was. Blah 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 blah. But you know what? What's it going to cost you to go to the doc?
I
Yeah,
can still fit in the pants I wore when I was like 14.
I can still fit in them as long as you don't mind the fact that they're torn and ripped on all the seams, because I'm a lot bigger than I was when I was 14.
Mine are stretchy trainers, so like they'll fit.
Oh yeah, okay, that would do it.
I have a set of
I
callings.
didn't used to wear anything but trainers at that age.
Okay, now trainers are gym shoes here, so I assume trainers are
Well,
something else there.
The tracksuit.
Tracksuits, okay. Sweats.
Okay.
Exclusively tracksuits, because that was also the fashion that
Yeah.
went with the music and
I've never owned a tracksuit.
I don't think I've owned a tracksuit. I own lots of sweats because, you know, if I'm going to go work in the yard, sweatsuit, easy. Gets filthy, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to wear it out for an evening on the town. I don't care if it's filthy. Sav says I could fit in my pants from when I was 16, but my badunk is bigger.
Nice. Bigger badonkadonks is always awesome.
It can be,
okay,
yes.
so just the pants get filled out better.
Rachel points out it's called atherosclerosis, which it is.
What is that?
Hardening of the arteries.
Oh, okay. How do I counter effect that?
Well, first go to the doctor and make sure that's what's actually happening, because if it's not happening, you don't have to. First thing they usually tell you, make sure you're doing your exercise, watch your salt intake, because for some people, not everybody, salt can affect it. Drink plenty of fluids.
I really enjoyed salts. I had a high amount of salt on everything until I was like 23, I think.
I still use
Then I passed a kidney stone.
Oh, yep, that'll teach you.
And then I dropped pretty much all spices.
Yeah, that would do it too. Saab says, well, only time my blood pressure goes up is if I'm stressed or having anxiety. Yeah, well, that's normal.
Yeah, I have ADHD. I don't know what anxiety is. I can't have anxiety. Like, I got myself thrown off like a 4-building cliff into a rock surface, crawled straight back up and was about to do the same thing again before my parents were like, No, you're grounded. I'm like, what? Why? What have I done? Almost killed yourself. How?
Well, I was saying that atherosclerosis is pretty common and actually part of the normal aging process. The funny thing is, my husband had cancer and went through chemo and everything else, and up until like the year before he died, his vision was normal, didn't need glasses till then, and he never, ever had high blood pressure. So, you know, if it ain't one thing, it's another, but still, even though it's fairly normal, it's not inevitable. Unless it runs in your family. Runs in my family.
A healthy diet helps.
Definitely helps. That's the number one thing they say is healthy diet.
Yeah.
Also, just, relax. No matter what the rest of the world tells you, there is no actual pressure except the one you put on yourself.
That's actually excellent advice there, Musin.
Yeah,
Chris says healthy diet.
Around
What's
you
that?
Can stress all they want. Do your thing at your own pace and be like, well, you're stressing. I'm not.
Well, I think that probably Graz can attest to this. It is very much an American mindset that stress is, in some ways, you're stressed out. That's good. You should be stressed. It's in our mindset from the way we live and the way we work.
Kind of.
Yeah. We work ourselves harder, we vacation less. And Chris says, healthy diet, what's that? And Zahav reminds us, stress is the silent killer. It really is. And which is one reason that I'm not feeling great today. And I'm thinking, I really don't want to go. Oh, I don't have to go into the office. Huh. Huh. Well, there you go. I hate to not go in because then there's too much work the next day, but one day soon, I won't be going in at all. Stress is like farts, silent but deadly. Sadly, Sav, not always silent. All right, what's up next? Or
I don't know.
well, that's the only thing I had to do spacey on this tune.
Well, I don't have to do anything. I just liked Starbase 1.
Oh, okay. well, that's a good reason.
I'm not gonna do Starbase 1. No, I'm not gonna do Starbase 1 because Starbase 1 is an endeavor.
Starbase 1 is fine. Let's see, Chris has Herald ships. What would you guys say about either Herald Sphere or Gateway?
Gateway.
Gateway? Guys up for Gateway? I'm not going to do Gateway on Elite, though.
Hold on.
Yep.
Can we do Herald Spare because Gateway to Greater is the one you'd sit and do nothing? I'm gonna fall asleep.
Oh, okay. Is Herald Sphere okay with everybody?
Okay.
Alrighty. Everybody set?
Almost.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready. I'll hit it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. It's while that's waiting, I'm going to look at my Excel spreadsheet because, life Excel spreadsheet, it goes that way. It's transdimensional tactics today. That's the spider one, but it's completing it, not killing the captain on Nukara, so it's pretty easy. I might be on tonight. If the rain doesn't get better and my headache doesn't get better, I will skip class tonight, much as I love class. Plus the sensor in my car is saying that my smart detect automatic braking system has been deactivated due to a malfunction in the radar system. So my brakes don't work? Oh no, your brakes work fine. It's just it won't auto brake for you. It's okay. I know how to drive a car. Well, you should get it fixed. Why? Well, because yeah, no. Nope. I can drive a car. But I hate having little yellow lights on my dashboard.
Have you seen that French car, Renault Twizy?
No, I don't think so.
I want one of those.
Well, I was looking at new cars because I wanted to take my dogs out in the new year and do some traveling around the States with them in the car. And somebody pointed out, do your dogs like traveling in the car? Not really. Well, maybe you want to get them used to the car before you go buy a new car with the explicit purpose of taking them out. Well, that's a really good idea. Good morning, Cookie the Great Eminence. Driving a car is hard. We should close our eyes to make the drive shorter. Oh, yeah. But not in the good way. Are we supposed to be going to the gateway?
Are we?
I don't know. It says ships
Yes.
incoming. Yep. Enter the gateway. Sav says auto braking systems suck. They never work properly. I don't want to find out, Sav. I'm just braking normally. In many ways, I just want a car that's got an accelerator, a brake, good sound system, and heated seats. I like the heated seats. Okay, so yesterday I was asking what's the next ship I should level up to keep working on the VSSS. We made Mom cry. Somebody said the Adamant. So I got the Adamant out of the box last night and leveled that. What next? What other consoles do I need off of other ships?
You have the Woven console, right?
Nope. Woven's next. Thank you.
Okay. Woven console is very, very meta in the fact that it cuts 25% of all Universal Console cooldown.
Okay, so today's project is level up the Woven.
Yeah, it kind of, when you activate the console, it teleports you in front of the current ship that you're facing, or targeting, I mean.
Huh.
It teleports you 3k in front of the target you're targeting.
Cookie the Great Eminence, yes, I did Fire Breathing Console first. Somebody reminded me to get the Hesperian, so that was the first one. I can't remember what was second, and the Adamant was yesterday. Sav says I have it, meaning the automatic braking systems, on my car, and it went off one time when there was nothing in front of me. Yes, the whole trip out to Vegas, right after I bought the car, it auto-braked. In the middle of nowhere. When there's nothing around me.
The thing with stuff that says auto is that they require a sensor.
Yep.
And if you get like a dust grain on
Yep.
the lens of the sensor,
Yep.
oh, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing when I looked up, why is this alarm going off? It says, well, you have to clean the sensor. Okay, how do I do it? Oh, run your windshield wipers. It's raining! If it's not clean, it's not going to get any cleaner. Okay, Sav, I'm going to tell you something in just a sec here. Sav says, quote, my Malon fart box build gets so much extra plasma damage out of the Hesperius console and trait. Yes, they do. But I did read that Sav is your Malon fart box and thinking, that's your car? Okay. I used to name my cars, but I never named them that. Sav says, wax your windows. Actually, there are windshield wipers here called Rain-X, which have basically like a wax coating. Every time you use it, it waxes the window so that the rain beads off of it, which is really nice. And you can tell when you need to replace the windshield wipers because the waxy coating starts to disappear a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And having driven through Oklahoma in a rainstorm, it was really convenient.
Oh yeah. Question for you. What
Yeah.
type of rainstorm was it?
Hellacious?
Oh, you mean a normal
Yes, a normal rainstorm.
storm? Or Oklahoma?
It, yeah, I don't know where I was in Oklahoma. Tulsa?
Ah. I'm sorry.
I was just passing through to get over to see Mr. Dave.
You're missing out on so much of the good stuff in Oklahoma.
Well, I have to go down to near where Id's from sometime in the new year to visit a friend who also, weirdly enough, lives very near where Id lives. Are we supposed to be going through a gate? Yeah, we're supposed to go through the invisible gate. Oh, it takes us anyway. Tornado Alley. It's not Tornado Alley. The Midwest of the U.S. is Tornado Alley. The whole thing.
It's like from northern Texas all the way up to
Illinois.
Nebraska, and then kind of over east a little bit.
Weirdly enough, we don't get a lot of tornadoes here in Indiana. I mean, we get them out in some of the open areas. But, I grew up with the tornado alarms going off weekly.
Oh yeah.
And here it's like it's happened once and everybody went into panic mode. And they're not used to them going off every few hours.
Where I live is pretty much every Saturday at noon they're testing the
Oh, yeah.
siren.
Yeah.
They want to know, is this thing working?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Actually, Sunday night and Sunday morning, Sunday night, and this like Saturday, Sunday, we had several tornadoes in my area.
Yeah?
And actually, I had gone to Walmart to get a new car battery. But unfortunately, we had a tornado warning. The sirens go off.
Yeah.
And pretty much everyone, the management said, okay, everyone back to former Legway area, please.
Yeah.
And lost power. Fortunately, we got the all clear, but due to lost power, they said, okay, everyone, we have to ask that you leave the store.
Wow.
But yeah.
Let's see. Sav says she waxes her windows in addition to using Rain-X. Sav, what the heck do you wax your windows with? I'm curious, and I want to go buy it and wax my windows. Because we're coming into winter, and that's going to be real fun. I don't know. Maybe we could have done this one on Elite. I don't even know what the fail criteria is on this.
Yeah, when we did Starbase 1, was that Elite?
Yeah, Starbase 1 was Elite.
Pretty much
It
the
was
fail
just
condition was pretty much letting a set number of ships
Okay.
get through the portals.
I know
And
that
they're a lot meaner to kill. They're
yeah.
a lot harder to kill.
it's not like this team doesn't have some firepower, excluding me.
will they quit beaming in debris?
But it leaves out these pretty shiny, crystally, sparkly things.
The only thing holding back your DPS is that you have to build it.
No, the thing that's holding it back on this one is I have to go get some stuff, and this tune has no resources. So this will wait.
That's what I mean with you have to build it, because you have all the components.
I don't. No, this
matter.
is an old Ed account. I do not have a lot of resources on this one. I don't have a ton of EC. I don't have any Lobby. Don't have a ton of fleet marks, so this one's a little bit tougher. I will purchase some toys for it with my Christmas money. But I'm waiting for a nice Zen sale to kick in.
Black Friday
Which is in
coming
a
up?
few weeks.
Pardon?
Black Friday
Which is
sales
in a
coming
few
up.
weeks.
Le Savoir-Faire is now following us. Thank you, Le Savoir. That was interesting. Okay. No, okay, there we go. They need to make an accolade for this, something like Remember Me to Herald Square, or Herald Sphere.
There is accolades for Harold Sphere.
Oh, there's accolades, but there's a lyric from a song, Give My Regards to Broadway, Remember Me to Herald Square. They need to change it to Remember Me to Herald Sphere, and make an accolade for something in there.
Awesome.
Le Savoir-Faire says, I am everywhere. Ooh, good. Let's see. Stream chat channel from... Oh, I know this brand. Okay. Thanks, Soph. There's a cat here. Well, that was fun. Who else has what? Or do I need to jump on a different tune and find some more stuff for us to do? Please don't make that be work. Dante just sent me a list of the Beowulf's Blade combos. Have I ever told you guys I love you? I get texts and messages and stuff out of the blue about the weirdest stuff, and it just totally makes my day.
That is so awesome.
Something like the video I just shared in the stream chat channel.
Which one did you just
As
share?
like random weird messaging.
The Song of Rednecks. I'll have to go listen to that one.
It is hilarious.
I shall go listen to it, because this is Indiana. We have a few of those around here. There's a brand here, Sav, not them, but that brand is very popular here. But my son had a problem with the brakes, so it kicked up brake dust and left this fine red powder on the back of my white car, because I'm letting him use the other car. Good morning, Cliff. So I found some brand of brake dust remover, and you spray it on, and it turns dark purple red, like blood is dripping off your car. It is the coolest thing.
Nice.
And then big warning, don't let it dry in the car. Okay. Brake pad sounds like a female problem. Yeah. Yeah, and having all the bloody red stuff dripping off the back of it. Yeah, all kind of fits in together. Cliff is trying to log in. Are you having login problems?
That's provided you use something like brake pads on your car.
Yes.
Some people have discs.
Yes, many have discs.
Instead of pads.
Well, discs doesn't sound as feminine. Tell you what,
No, but they are much better at braking.
I just buy the... Actually, I didn't even buy that car. That was the Hubs car. It's a Ford. I don't want it. Thank you very much. It took me almost a year to get the title changed to my name. And my son doesn't want it, but he also doesn't want to go spend money to get his existing car fixed. So he's using that car temporarily. Yes, I'm not going to go there. Until they are wet. Yes. Well, that's true of all brake pads. Or all pads, rather. I'm checking in on my other account to see what we've got available for fun stuff to do. Because I was not going to come up here and sit here at 5 in the morning and do endeavors when I'm not planning to go to the office. Alright, let's see what Peter's got for us today.
Discs have more surface area, so they're just better at breaking.
Oh, good. This tune had Harold's ships on it. Oh, so glad I waited on that one. I have some Kathy ships. Would you guys be interested in... Oh, and I never did Defense of Starbase 1 on this tune either. Anybody up for a little Zenkethy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, hang on a second. I'm going to change the team here and get on my other account. So I'll kick you all and re-invite you in just a sec.
My mom has actually been rewatching Voyager.
Yeah, she.
And it's just funny to hear her talking about, oh yeah, and there was the episode when they met the dinosaurs. And I'm like, ah, yes, the Foth.
Yeah.
But my mom is actually surprised at how much I know about the episode she's talking about. And
Oh,
like little details that I can just drum up the plot of the entire episode, the little things that they say and do. She's like, how do you remember all that? And I'm like, because I do. Because I actually watched.
Because it made an impression on you when you were small and watched this.
Well,
Stuff that makes an
I-
impression on you when you're small.
I have to
is
be fair
kind
and
of
say
thingy.
I rewatched it, but the difference is my mom is usually doing something like her little hobbies or making a puzzle while her programs are on.
Yeah.
And she only half watches
Right.
TV.
yeah, I always do
You
that.
don't retain anything.
Let me jump back here. Laissez-faire says, if you can't polish out a scratch on plastic, you can't earn salt. What the heck? How do you polish out a scratch on plastic? I mean, fill it in, yeah, but how do you polish it out?
That is actually possible.
Wow.
They have these polishing sets for CDs and DVDs as well.
Huh.
It's actually very like soft, fluffy cloth that you rub over the plastic. And it's pretty much like sandpaper on metal with a very fine grain, but then it's like a soft cloth because the plastic's so, soft.
Well, Sav, I'm not saying you can't polish plastic. I'm saying how do you polish out a scratch?
You don't polish it out. You get a...
Oh, laissez-faire.
get a-
Yes, they do.
You get a tube of toothpaste and you rub it across the scratch, and the minerals in the toothpaste will fill the scratch when you wash it off, and it will not come out of the scratch.
Interesting. Chris, I sent you an invitation. I don't know if you got it.
And I didn't think you polished the turd. I thought you used hairspray and wait for it to petrify.
No, Mythbusters went ahead and
Proved it.
did that.
Yeah, they proved that you can polish the turd.
You can, yes. Is everybody ready for Wolves and Kethy Front?
Yes.
We're doing this on advanced, right?
Yes, we're doing this on advanced.
Okay. So, in other words, normal.
Exactly. Cliff is logged in. Yay!
So it should be labeled easy, normal, advanced now.
Yeah. It really should. Sav, oh, good for you. I think I have better things to do with my time than baking poop in a kiln, but okay, fine.
Oh,
Whatever makes you
that
happy.
seems scary.
Yeah, but Mom, you read that wrong. It's what Mythbusters do, right? So they're actually getting paid to do that.
Oh, yeah, totally. Oh, ad break. We're in an ad break here. Too bad we're still going to go kill things. Okay, Cliff, I don't have you as a friend on this account. I will have to add you.
There's a
And
lot of things I do on TV if I'm paid money to do it.
yeah.
I have to watch what I spend because in 2 weeks' time, Sony finally will take their damn money for the 30th edition controllers.
Ah.
I wonder if Concord is gonna sink Sony.
I don't know. It's a really good
I
question.
know that they fired everyone that was
Yeah, but they're
working
now
on it.
talking about re-releasing it. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Okay, the re-release of the same game with a new skin and story plot, perhaps.
Well, no, I mean, I
They-
don't know at all what's going on about it.
I heard stories that they're going to reuse the game engine and assets
Okay.
to make something
Well, they certainly spent enough
similar,
money on
but
it.
hopefully better, and not call it Concord. I didn't hear about them actually, relaunching that title.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did hear about them like
I think because of the
reusing
huge
all
amount
the
of money
stuff
they
to
dumped
make
into it.
something else.
And what was the production cost on that one?
400 million.
Yeah, okay. And I think they definitely want to use that money for something. I'm not taking that bomb. Somebody else can grab
Yeah,
it.
Well,
they want to use the money that
maybe
they
I'm taking the bomb.
potentially could have made, so they're scrambling because they're actually into fighting Nintendo at the moment.
Oh,
they
that
need money
adventure,
for
yes.
lawsuits.
See,
Yeah,
Sony's
Concord
biggest
was
problem,
like 500 million.
Yeah, that's why.
Sony's biggest problem with Concord is that they have sunk cost, and I don't see any method of them actually getting a return out of that.
No way,
Well-
that money is gone.
And that's the problem here. It's like if Concord was actually something innovative and interesting, well, it wouldn't have flopped. But its lack of being innovative and interesting is a large part of the problem with trying to reuse it. Is that if all you have is a basic game engine, which isn't actually a particularly good one, from what I've heard, you don't really have a whole lot.
But didn't they pull it after 1 week?
Yes,
2 weeks.
because of the fact
Uh,
that the problem is that they basically got no sales.
Oh, okay.
They had a free open beta that had more users in it than their launch window. And the free open beta had very few users in it, like a few thousand, over the
that's
entire
like-
beta.
Does somebody have a bomb?
Not anymore.
Yeah, 2 of us.
Okay. I'm going to go over and work on Dreadnought then. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
so much for that.
That's
Oh, well,
something I need to
fine.
post in Data's gallery.
I know that they're doing their best to scramble and save whatever dime they can on their investment.
Yeah.
So expect them to do weird stuff.
Yeah, but it's
with
some...
what's left over from the Concord assets that they own, right?
Yeah, but
So they get to
you-
do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, but you can
including
save the
releasing a
assets
completely
and
new game.
rededicate them to something new and then do it as a tax write-off, not knowing what their current
Well,
stance
well,
is.
they're
The tax
kind
write-off
of-
thing requires them to completely flush Concord.
Ugh, so they can't save any of the assets.
Sony's
much.
bigger problem, like Concord seems to be a big thing, but it's actually a little tiny speck in the whole cog of
Oh,
Sony.
that's true enough.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
well,
Sony has
except for the
a
money they blew.
much bigger issue right now because they have to go to court to fight Nintendo over Pal World.
I honestly don't think that's a huge deal for them.
They are using patent law to fight this lawsuit because of the precarious nature of doing IP law.
Well, see,
And
Nintendo's patent that is allegedly being violated is bullshit.
is that the guy
Language?
who made the indie dev who made Pal World actually is on the Nintendo patents with his name, and they're really reaching to like get at this ex-employee of theirs and to butt heads with Sony that's been going since the end of the 90s. Like a deal between Sony and Nintendo fell through, and they're still fighting it out today. And the battleground is Pal World. So whatever happens with Concord, they are scrambling to get every dime that they can so that they can actually pay court fees.
Okay, really quick here, just looking at the numbers on Sony. Their net revenue year to date was $3.1 trillion. Net income is $231 billion, of which the gaming division is a minuscule, little, teeny, tiny part. So, on its own, losing that $500 million in development is a big hit on the gaming division, and is going to impact their third quarter results, which was only $1.9 billion last year. But it's not going to hurt them in any way, and they can rededicate funds if they so want to.
How is it
well,
doing?
My thought with the whole lawsuit fees angle is just that. Yes, for a normal person, that's a fortune, but for Sony, it's a drop in the bucket. The lawsuit fees.
Yeah, it's the lawsuit fees are going to kill them more than the loss of anything. Let's see. Laissez Faire says patents are just a piece of paper. Yeah, they are.
Well, also the thing with this Nintendo patent that I read up on is that while the original patent was filed before
Wait, 1 sec here.
Our World came out,
We're going to launch one more TFO. What you guys want to do?
Starbase 1 Elite?
Starbase 1 Elite?
Done that.
Didn't we
Yeah,
just
but
do
it's
that?
probably ready again. It's probably
Yeah, it should be
ready.
ready, and I could afford to do it on this tune.
Yeah.
Who? Does somebody want to
interesting.
drop out?
I'll drop out.
Okay.
anyways.
Okay, Joshua, did you want an invitation?
Oh, sure. Let me log in.
Or somebody said Starbase 1 Elite. Who wanted it?
I said it because I noticed your endeavors.
Oh yeah, it's on my Endeavor. Yeah, but yeah, we can do SB1 again.
I've already
Anyways,
done it
so
on my account. Take someone who doesn't have it already done.
Okay, does anybody else want to jump in and do it? Otherwise, I'll just put it on the regular one. It shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we've got people who want to do it.
Otherwise, I'll jump in.
Your call.
If nobody answers the call, I'll jump in.
Okay, jump in. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready for an invitation.
Okie dokie.
It's funny because one of the major patents that they're filing for
Mm-hmm.
is one that was for the Nintendo 3DS for a game using both screens, but that game was a creation of the person who made Power World.
well, see, the other thing with this issue with the Nintendo patents is that the specific thing that they're actually filing,
Listen up.
okay, that people think is probably what they're actually filing, is something that's specific to throwing Pokeballs at enemies to catch them.
Oh,
But
log off
They,
here.
that's
and-
something they.
Okay, Graz, thank you so much for being here. I
talk to you guys
appreciate
later.
it. You take care.
You too.
But it's something that they filed an amendment to after Palworld was created to make it more specific and
Here they come.
closer to what Palworld actually does, because Palworld doesn't really work the same way Pokeballs do. And it's one of those things where the original patent is so bizarrely broad. I'm surprised anyone actually got that as intellectual property.
Well, how do you patent that? I thought patents were on functional
because
things,
of,
not on
like-
intellectual properties.
Okay, so the fight is over an intellectual property.
Okay,
right?
so is that
It's
patented or
Pokemon-
copyrighted?
Pokemon is being threatened by Sony.
Right, that's not what I'm
And
asking.
Nintendo does not like that.
I'm asking
Uh,
about the technicalities of copyright versus patent.
No, but
The lawsuit is about patent.
Okay, how do you patent that?
Because like nothing in Pal World actually violates Nintendo copyright or trademark.
Yeah, but are you basing that on U.S. patents and not the Japanese
Japanese
ones? That,
It is a Japanese patent.
Okay, so completely different.
Yeah, and they chose to file a patent lawsuit because they are guaranteed to lose the intellectual property lawsuit because under American law, Pal World
After a while. That's why they
is
didn't sue them
a parody
immediately.
of the world of Pokemon, and it really does extremely parody the Pokemon world. Thusly, its creation is protected under U.S. law, so they would never win that lawsuit. That's why they are resorting to using patent law to fight this one.
Also, the specifics of the patent that they're apparently using got modified after Pal World came out.
But that would be a
Yeah, but the guy who made Pal World, his name is on the Nintendo patents because he used to work for Nintendo. And this is why they're trying to do it this way, because if he used anything in Pal World that falls under one of the Nintendo patents that his name is connected to because he was the guy who worked on it, then...
That doesn't really change whether it's a valid patent lawsuit or not.
No, but
That
that's
comes into
why
a whole
they're
different
doing
thing.
the patent thing, because there's a high likelihood of them catching him using some
They
proprietary
basically
code.
had a 0% chance of getting Pal World on anything else.
We did some heavier shifting coming.
Yeah, but it's a hostile move by Sony against Nintendo.
well, duh.
Give them cover.
See, here's the thing: if Sony hadn't gotten involved, Pal World would have gotten drowned in legal fees and basically like forced to give up with the lawsuit
That's
simply
gonna-
because of the fact they couldn't pay the flipping legal fees.
Yeah, that's the reason a lot of lawsuits get sent out there is because it's going to kill you financially just for the lawyers.
And Sony's like, oh, Nintendo is being scummy. You know what? Let's do something about that, just to stick it to Nintendo.
No, this is a feud that's gone back to the 90s that they're fighting out. It has a long
Yes,
history.
yes. That's the reason why Sony wants to stick it to Nintendo. We got that already. But that's not the Pal World lawsuit isn't something from the 90s. Yeah, well.
No, this fight is over something that happened in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have long memories, which is great if you got deep pockets.
Yeah, it's a matter of like honor and respect over in Japanese custom
Yeah,
and business.
in other words, the same sort of bullshit you see the
Greek
Klingons.
language.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's the same like long held between houses grudges
That ultimately don't matter to anyone.
Yeah, except them. Yeah, no, totally agree with you on that one, Mar Hoffman.
And don't actually have any legal standing either. That's the real problem here. Is that whatever grudge you think they have doesn't actually have a legal basis, so legally it doesn't exist.
Thank you, Sav.
Well, in short, Sony in the 90s tried to trick Nintendo into becoming part of Sony under their wing as like a megacorp, right? And
That sort of thing actually happened before Nintendo actually became as
Guys,
big as they are
let,
today.
Yeah, but
let's take that
Nintendo-
discussion to a different channel because honestly, let's just take that to a different channel.
Yeah,
Getting
we
pretty
kind of got
boring.
like way off the actual topic here.
And we got way off the fact that we should be playing
Talking about
Star Trek.
Nintendo and Sony's feud in the 90s has no bearing on the actual current stuff.
Yeah, my question really got back to how can you invest $500 million in a game? What games are profitable enough to justify that? And I'm sure there are some.
That's actually what's killing AAA gaming at the moment is that things that are actually like getting sales aren't just not getting large enough sales numbers to justify that kind of a price point at all.
And at some point,
Gaming
a lot of the
industry has never been run by gamers. That's why they will never understand, and they will just try to cater to our whims.
well, there's a reason we have
that's one of those
8,000
things-
variations on Mario Kart.
Well,
Yeah, and for the thing for Concord's over expenditures, that also includes them paying a second studio to
Yeah, that's just
actually get the game to alpha and beta stage.
Jeez.
Because
Sony
the
apparently
original
bought Concord
studio.
when it didn't actually work. Because they
Yeah.
wanted the intellectual property, not because they thought that they actually had a viable game. And
Yeah,
I'm
there is-
very curious why Sony thought it was a valuable intellectual property.
Well,
they paid
let's drop.
$200 million to obtain it, and they invested another $200 million to basically turn it into a failed game.
With respect, Disney is doing exactly the same thing with Snow White right now. They've invested close to $500 million on a movie that
They should
Can't
just
run a
shelve
profit.
that thing and use it as a tax write-off and be like, sorry, we messed up.
Disney needs to take a break, sit back, and watch their old movie. It'll make money for them.
Speaking of something
Disney
even
needs to sell
vaguely.
Marvel to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I had heard that rumor.
Yeah, they do.
Apparently-
Holy fuck, they do.
Language.
Like the actual intellectual property value of Marvel at the moment is very
Ryan
little.
Reynolds.
Yeah,
The,
like,
the intellectual property of Marvel at the moment is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
can I rally everybody in the world to pay $5 just so that Disney sells Marvel to Ryan Reynolds?
Oh no, he's already
Yeah,
got backers. That's not an
No,
issue.
not backing
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds. Each of us paying Disney $5 to say yes to it.
Here, go sell this company.
Yeah,
Here's $5. Go sell that company.
Like, I'm pretty sure everybody can use $5 to
Well-
save an entire franchise.
Anyway, Mom,
Well-
now that the TFO's over, take a quick look at the stuff I put in Data's gallery.
Okay, really quick. Let's have fair. Profits is something you people f each other over to make your own lives. No, that's not true. My life is not. As long as I've got enough money to make sure I can eat, sleep, take care of my doggos. And a lot of people are like that. This day and age, profits, maybe from the corporation, but the company I live or work for. Boy, I wish we made a profit. We get funded out of somebody's pockets, specifically our owners' pockets, because it's something they believe in, and they believe in supporting their employees. And I know we're not alone in that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
two of the pictures I posted are basically just someone lighting the castle on fire.
Where'd you
I-
put
which-
that?
Data's gallery.
Data's gallery. Thank you.
And those are just, for the amusement value because it looks really cool when you shade it like
It is really cool that way.
The other, remember how a few days back we had a commander level Davidian pop up when someone used the triolic pattern enhancer?
Oh, yes. Yes.
This run, I had a commander level Starfleet science officer show up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that NPC I'm standing next to.
Oh,
Notice how she's wearing a TOS uniform
Yeah,
and
yeah.
carrying a TOS rifle?
right.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
If it has a Starfleet science officer pop up, that's what it looks like, apparently.
That is weird. That's weird.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
I don't know what
themes-
the odds are on that, but it's really low.
Maybe the theme for the map was 23rd century TOS.
It could
No,
be.
no, no. It's a function of the Davidian phase shift device.
Oh, okay.
it's like when you activate that thing, it has a chance to spawn
Yes.
an NPC. It's a really low chance, though.
Well, let's have a fair. We can discuss economics on another chat, another day. But you're always welcome to bring it here.
Mm,
Here you are. Chris has zoned out of the scintillating chit chat. Ryan Reynolds should buy Marvel because that would be amazing. It would be
No.
so amazing. And I'm gonna go attend to stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a fair. I'm not criticizing. You're welcome to chat about that here. I've probably get people who are better educated than I am on the topic, and happy to have it. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
politics. I'm happy about it.
The Concord thing, apparently they actually did at some point in time have some kind of plans of doing books and movies based on the intellectual property, and I'm just scratching my head sitting here. It's like, did they even have enough of an intellectual property as established writing to even make a single book? I honestly think that this might be the reason why Sony is going the way they did on this, is because they realized that they got tricked into buying something that wasn't valuable at all.
Nah, you think? Anyway, I need to get out of here. Even though I'm not going to go to work today, I'm going to go down get some drugs because my head's still hurting.
Great day, Mom.
I don't know if we're going to be on tonight or not. If this rain keeps up, I think I don't really feel like driving 6 hours in bad weather. Much as I love beating up people. Always good to beat up people.
Yeah, it's like yesterday, for reasons I don't fully understand, I got nauseous and sick for 2 or 3 hours in the morning while I was in the middle of doing stuff. I have no idea why.
Life. It's just life. All right, everyone. You guys have a wonderful day, and as we like, we will be back tomorrow. That's the game plan. And hopefully we won't even think about politics for the next 4 years until we can find another set of viable candidates. Like we've had those in years. Everyone, have a wonderful day and stay moopsome. Okay, somebody. Moopsy, moopsy. Shun the non-believers.
Moopsy,
Shun,
moopsy.
shun.